So I've been riding in the coastal flatlands ever since I started in Colombia, but I can tell you I have officially entered the mountains, and it's pretty easy to tell because the land went from being super flat to immediately just like so the last few miles have just been like straight up, and I think it's going to be like that for a while. I've got 140 miles to Medellin or so, and I have 24,000 feet of elevation gain to get there, which is more than I have ever done in that short amount of time.
Look at these stick bugs.
I met this old guy on top of this hill just a few minutes ago. We decided to ride down together, and he is just sending it downhill, just no brakes, which is pretty awesome. So I'm at my campsite for the night, this basketball court right next to the road. Probably gonna be pretty noisy. Cue the noisy birds. But I just wanted to share something that happened today that was just, I don't know, thought-provoking maybe. I was riding my bike. I was coming up on this fruit stand that sold fruit and candy and souvenirs and just kind of knickknacks and stuff like that. And this young guy comes out holding two passion fruits, and he hands them to me, and I was like, oh, thank you so much, that's so kind. And we got to talking some more, and he said, oh, you need any water? I was like, oh yeah, if you got water, you know, sure. And so then he fills up my 3-liter giant jug of water. So we start talking some more, and he says, oh, you gotta try these like biscuit type things. So he gives me a bag of those, which actually they're pretty good. And then we start talking some more. He's like, oh, here. And he just keeps handing me stuff. And he hands me these cookies. Next thing I know, now I've got a handful of oranges. And I was thinking, man, if I stay here long enough, I think he's just going to give me his whole entire shop. So we were talking, and he wanted to know how much money I made in a day. I mean, right now it's 0, but back when I was working. And so I told him a number in dollars. And so then he got his calculator out and was figuring out what it was in pesos. And he looks at it, and his eyes get big, and he says, oh, that's like a common salary for what people here make in a month. And I gave him a much lower figure than what I actually made. And so really it probably comes out to what I make in a day is what he makes, or you know, what's typical of the Colombians to make in 2 months. So while we were talking, I was kind of trying to calculate what that really means. And so that means in 6 days, I make what they make in 1 year. And what I make in 1 year is as much as they make, or probably even more than they would make in their entire life. What I make in 1 year is more than they make in their life. And so I was sitting there holding all of the stuff that this guy had given me, and I'm thinking, how can I just be on the end of so much generosity where people are just giving and giving and giving, and and then think about like how much I make typically and how much they make typically. It's humbling, I would say. The wage disparity is crazy, and it's something that I hadn't really put numbers to. I mean, I knew the wages here were much less than they are in the US, but when you put it in terms of that, like what I make in a year is what they make in their life, and it really puts their generosity into perspective, because like what they're giving means that much more to them because of how little they have. And yeah, it's just kind of tough thinking about that, and why do I make so much and they don't? I don't know. And why are you so loud, bird? But yeah, I just wanted to share that because I thought it was worth sharing. This is Puente de Occidente, or Bridge of the West. When completed in 1895, it was the largest suspension bridge in South America and third largest in the world. The Colombian engineer in charge of the design had also just worked on the longest suspension bridge in the world at the time, the Brooklyn Bridge in New York, and incorporated many design aspects of that bridge into this one. Next stop was Medellin, a sprawling city of 2.5 million people compacted in between the surrounding mountains. Once considered the most dangerous city in the world, Medellin has made an amazing transformation into a safe and vibrant city. I happened to be there during Christmas, and the lights that were put on display were truly impressive. Apparently every year there is a different theme for the lights, and this year the theme was the Disney movie Encanto. Buenas. This was also the time the World Cup final was happening, so I went to watch it with some locals, the majority wanting Argentina to win. I also had a machine shop fabricate a metal part to make my kickstand more sturdy. It's Christmas Eve and Santa Claus has come through with my passport. I am very relieved to have this, and you have no idea what kind of circus I had to go through to get this thing. I'm kind of shocked that I actually have it right now. But anyways, it's good news. Merry Christmas, everybody. And a Merry Christmas it was. This was Christmas night, and instead of being inside at home, locals went to the streets and danced until the early morning hours while a street band played. New country bike sticker? Check. Well, it is New Year's Eve. I am in Medellin, Colombia. I have been here for almost 1 month exactly. I'm leaving though in a few days. I've been here mainly waiting my passport, but I've been able to take care of so many other things. It's been really nice. All of my clothes are repaired. My bike is fixed, nothing is broken, I have nothing missing. It's like I'm starting like brand new, and so that's really nice. I'm currently riding the metro cable just to see some of the city and some of the sights. It's really nice. But yeah, Happy New Year. 2022 was pretty good for me, and hopefully I will be finished by the time 2024 rolls around. Just a short distance away from Medellin is the colorful town of Guatape. This town is most known for this giant rock, El Peñón, which you can climb to the top of. At over 650 feet, or 200 meters, you have to climb over 700 steps to get to the top of this thing. The effort is well worth it, with amazing views at the top. But after spending lots of time off the bike enjoying Medellin and the surrounding areas, it was time to see what else Colombia had to offer. Hey guys, I am in the town of Karud in Peru. I've just finished editing this video and wanted to tell you about some things you can find in the description of this video. First thing is I am raising money for Save the Children. There's a link to my fundraising page. Any amount you would be willing to donate, big or small, helps me reach my fundraising goal, and I would really appreciate that. If you want to find out more information about what the charity is and what they do, you can also find it through that link. You can follow me on Instagram at PxP for trip and bike related content, at Fat Nomad for really nice pictures with terrible captions. I have a Google map if you want to see my route from where I've been, where I'm at currently. It gets updated every now and then. There's a link if you want to stalk me. If you'd like to support me financially, there's links to PayPal or Venmo. I really appreciate any amount you would like to throw my way. And lastly, if you want to support me in a non-financial way, you can subscribe, watch all of my videos. It helps me out. Just do it. Don't ask questions. Thanks for watching. Bye.